Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my worst day. Nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real is. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst Day of the Week. Worst Day of the Week is all the way live. Welcome to Worst Day of the Week. Worst Day of the Week is just a play on words. Worst Day of the Week is all about turning your worst day of the week into the best day of the week. I will be doing live interviews and talking to people. I will be going to restaurants and eating with people. Again, I am your host, Denard Andre, and I'll be here for you each and every Monday live at 7 o'clock, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. So don't forget to tune in to Worst Day of the Week each and every Monday. Thank you for joining us on today. I have a very special guest who's already sitting on the couch with me right now, and I will introduce her in just a second. We're going to get right into the news that you can use. Now, remember, y'all, the news that you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama say. It's not worst day of the week, what they thoughts are. I don't have an opinion on the news. I'm giving you the news so that you can be not encouraged, so that you can know what's going on, so that you can follow the news, so that you can watch the news for yourself, and so that you know everything that is going on in your neighborhood, in your city, in your town, around the world, and all that good stuff. So again, this is the news that you can use. Tom Brady led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a Super Bowl win over the Kansas City Chiefs, 31-9. Wow, isn't that amazing? Young Saudi Shiites have death penalties commuted to 10 years in jail. Wow, that's really something. The feds charge over 200 people in the Capitol riots. U.S. judge grants accused rioters a vacation in Mexico. Wow. Chicago reports tentative deal with teachers union to reopen the schools. Country star Morgan Wallen sees album sales spike after using the N-word. Wow. It's country ass. Y'all, that's the news that you can use. Again, remember, the news you can use ain't what I say. It ain't what Worst Day of the Week say. News you can use is just what it is. News that you can use. I mean, watch the news. Pay attention to what's going on around you so that you can know. We're going to get right into the show. I would like, let me see. Such an amazing day. Welcome to the show. We want to be here for you each and every Monday. Please make sure you are liking and sharing the video. Please like and share the video. I would like to welcome my very first guest, my only guest today. I'm sorry, Laquita Denard. How you doing, Laquita? You go by Sean. Can I call you Sean?
You sure can.
Oh, thank you so much. Because I was hoping I said that right.
You did.
I did. Okay. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
When I was getting ready to do the show and I was going over everything, writing down my questions, I saw something that you had posted on your Facebook page. And it said, I watched the casket close on my favorite person and I haven't been the same since. How are you?
Right now I'm still grieving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't got through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 5 months, but it still hurt.
It still hurts.
Mm-hmm.
What you lost your husband to Legionella pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
I said it right.
Legionella
Legionella
pneumonia.
pneumonia.
Mhm.
What is Legionella pneumonia?
It's infection
Hmm.
due to swallowing um, water, air conditioned water, or
Hmm.
sauna water, or something.
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Mhm.
Wow. So while you were at your husband's funeral, you contracted COVID-19.
Mhm.
What was that like, being diagnosed with COVID-19?
I couldn't even. I was like really sick to
Hmm.
where I never had a chance to grieve.
Wow.
So I mean, it took me down. I lost memory.
Mm.
Um, I lost a lot of weight. I lost over 100 pounds. Hospitalized.
Wow.
Not only did I have COVID, I had pneumonia.
Mm.
I caught sepsis in the hospital
Wow.
all at the same time.
Wow.
Hmm.
So you contracted that sometime during the funeral. What effect did it have on your mental, after losing your husband? You're grieving. You didn't have the time to grieve. What kind of effect did that have on your mental? Losing your husband and having to deal with battling COVID-19.
I'm still going through with it. It took me a long time to get the breathing in my lungs back,
Mm-hmm.
and it was still scary after I was released from the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get that breathing back.
Yes.
It was so hard,
Yes.
and I'm still scared. I'm still scared.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I'm still scared.
one cough and I'm scared.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be careful on how I do different stuff and everything. It don't feel good.
What's different about your daily life, now that you're out of the hospital, and you are, going about the business of living,
Mhm.
and going on, continuing with your life and your day? What's different about your routine and how you move now, that you've had COVID-19, you've had that scare, you've thank God, been, healed from COVID-19, and you've recovered from COVID-19. What's it like, your daily task now?
Well, I went back to work after
Hmm.
being out for at least 4 months.
Wow.
Um, I feel relieved.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, my body just feel like it's clear,
Hmm.
like air fresh. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Try to smile a lot and
Hmm.
do stuff that make me happy and not what other people want me to do. And
Mm. Wow,
I
that's
have
important.
time for me
Hmm.
and not just worried about other people
I can tell
and
that you're taking
everything.
the time for you, because you're
Yeah.
such a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Look, coming here looking all good. I had to change my clothes. It was looking so good. um, uh, People say, I've talked to people about
Mhm.
you, people that know you. People say that you are a very strong person. Where does that strength come from?
My mom,
Your mom.
I get it, and I have 4 daughters,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to stay strong for them, so they
Mm-hmm.
won't see me at that breaking point.
Yes,
So I try to be strong.
that's amazing. What does the word healing mean to you?
Um, Blessed, strength. Um, it mean a lot.
Mm-hmm. You
Mean a
lost
lot.
your husband, of 17 years. I mean, I'm sorry, you were together 17 years. You were
Mhm.
married for 10 years,
Mhm.
and you lost your husband. Um, what is it like? What kind of feeling do you feel? Losing your best friend.
Mhm.
What is it like losing the person who you call when you're having a bad day, who you talk to, who you sleep with? You have children. What is it like not having your husband around?
It's it hurt.
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurt a lot
Hmm.
because I'm he was my everything.
Yeah.
And when I say everything, I do mean the maintenance man,
Yes.
the car repair. He was
Yes.
everything. So now I have to do Every time I do something, I was like, this ain't my job.
Yeah.
This is job.
Yeah.
I have to take the trash out. This ain't my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't used to pay them.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Mm-hmm.
But I'm pushing through.
That's amazing.
I'm getting through it now.
And how are your children doing?
They had their ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sleep good at night at all anymore.
When you were contracted COVID-19, how was your family? How was your children? How were they reacting? Were they in a state of shock? Were they, because they were grieving as well, and then now they have their mom in the hospital. You say you lost over 100 pounds. You lost memory. What was that like on your family? What kind of toll did that take on your family?
It took a big toll over my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, losing their dad, then thinking they about to lose their mom, and it took a big toll over them. But they was there. They were supportive. My brothers and sisters had my back. They was there 100.
That's amazing.
And I appreciate them for all that. I really do.
That's amazing. How about your husband's family? What were they like? You lost your husband. What was it like with that?
They really wasn't supportive to me.
Wow.
At all. I mean, everything just went for a change. I mean, I never thought I would be going through what I went through, with them.
When you say going through what you went through with them, what do you mean? Did you have a good relationship with that side of the family?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought we was family,
like close, like side.
I know for a fact. His brother. I never knew I had any problem with him at all. I trusted him to the fullest, and he really hurt my heart. He really
wow. Did. When you say he hurt your heart, what do you mean by he hurt your heart?
By coming in and just taking everything.
He came into your house that you and your husband shared and took things from you?
He did.
Wow. Your husband, legally married.
Legally married.
He came in and stole things out of your house.
Yes.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
I'm still hurt about it. I still have moments. If I'm looking for something that I need, I think about it and I get angry. And I sometimes lash out. I lash out on social media. And that's my way of coping with what he did. You know what I'm saying? And I still call him. I still call his phone because I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
What went wrong with me and you where you had to come in and take what you did,
Wow. And you don't get a response from him? No. From any of the family?
I talk to one of the sisters. We talk on a daily basis. Oh, yeah, I go see her. She tell me she love me. That's a big part. That plays a big part with her just even still socializing with my kids, which is her nieces. So I have communication with her, and I'm fine with that. You're fine with that? I'm fine with that.
Wow. How old was your husband?
He was 48.
48 years old. Wow. What kind of work do you do?
I work for the city of Dallas.
City of Dallas? That's amazing. How long have you been with the city?
24 years.
24 years. Was the city responsive in you losing your husband and also contracting COVID-19?
Yeah.
They were responsive.
Yeah, was very.
That's amazing. What is it like? Like I said, I've asked you this already, but this is a different way. What is it like going about everyday living? You're back to work. You're doing the things that you love to do. You're with your family. What kind of fears do you have about getting the virus again? Have you been vaccinated? You have. Have you had both rounds of the vaccination?
No.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah. But, it's still scary. I'm scared for my kids. The twins had to go back in school 2 weeks ago. And I'm still scared that I watch them every day. Take this. I make sure
Yeah.
take this, take that,
You doing temperature checks in the
eat
morning?
this orange, eat this,
Yeah.
And I'm treating them. I think I'm being overprotected.
Like babies.
Yeah.
Your baby and your babies.
Yeah, I am.
They your babies.
Yeah,
you're not being overprotected. Them belong to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. When you were told that your husband had passed away, were you in the hospital with him?
I was.
You were in the hospital with him.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like being by his side? Were you able to talk to him?
I was able to talk to him for a minute until his oxygen failed, and he had to get the tube all in. I asked him, was he tired? He told me, yeah, that hurt it. I told him, I said, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. I asked the question.
Yeah.
And he asked, but I wasn't expecting him to say it.
You wasn't expecting it. No. Oftentimes, things happen. We lose, our loved ones, and we really don't know how to feel. What kind of words we want people to give to us. What kind of time we want them to spend with us. What are some things that have been unexpected from people that people have done that have been unexpected? Things that you didn't expect, conversations you didn't expect to have.
One conversation I didn't expect to have was like when he first got sick, I was asked, did he have insurance? What funeral home or am I going to use? I didn't expect that because I wasn't expecting him to pass, So I think people just say stuff, don't know what they be talking about or whatever.
Yeah. But was there anything that you wanted someone to say? Is there anything that you need for somebody to say?
No, I did. I did. I wanted my sister-in-laws. 2 of them. They never asked me how I felt. They never asked me, was I all right? They just whatever.
Yeah.
It was just whatever.
Wow. And that hurt a lot.
Yeah.
These are people that come and spend time with you when your husband was here and eat with you, vacation with you, and now nothing. It
went from getting phone calls saying, sister-in-law, I love you. This even before my husband got sick. To how can you go from telling somebody you love them every day to, oh, I don't like you, my mama don't like you.
Wow.
Ooh.
I know that's very painful. So life with your favorite person is no longer available to you. What are some things that you're doing to pass time, to keep you occupied? What are some of the things that you do to do that?
I have 5 grandkids, 3 boys and 2 girls.
I'm sure they keep you busy.
Man, they keep me real busy.
Yeah.
No rest.
No rest. Not with the grandbabies.
No, not with the grandbabies.
My mom, she asked me, she said, Denard, I'm waiting on you to give me some grandchildren. I said, Mama, that ain't gonna happen, girlfriend, honey, girl. I told her she already got 4. My sister has 4 children. And I said, that's all you're gonna get, unless you want these little dogs over here. When people say that they are praying for you, and that they're here when you need them and all that. What does that mean to you?
I don't believe the part about I'm there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I have one friend,
Mm-hmm.
real close friend,
Mm-hmm.
and when I tell you she is there for me
Mm-hmm.
through it all, she there.
That's amazing.
She there.
That's amazing. That one friend is all you really need.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And one friend is all you really need.
Mhm.
Besides God, I mean, he'll place people
Right.
in our lives
Yeah.
to get us through what we need to get through and where we need to be. That's amazing that you
Right.
have that one friend. That's really good. Is there anything that you would like to say? Anything that you want people to know about your husband?
My husband was a good man. We everybody go through their ups and downs, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to say he was a good father.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he pretty rough on them twins, but
Mm-hmm.
he was good.
He was a good man.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Good man.
If you could say anything to your husband, what would that be?
Um, I probably have fight him for leaving.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I probably have a whole fight with it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I tell you that if if your husband was here, it could come back,
Mhm.
he probably he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's in a much better place,
Right.
and he won't. He won't come back. He's doing wonderful in heaven.
Sometimes he come back in, you know how they say little visions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And one, I thought I saw him standing over the bed one day, and I was like, you ain't, man, get over here, lay down. You ain't finna scare me like
Get
that.
over here, lay down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. The outpour of love and concern when people lose someone is almost overbearing. It's a lot to take in to deal with grief and to deal with people calling and coming by and stopping by. You didn't have a lot of that to happen because while you were grieving, you had to deal with sickness yourself. What was it like almost being alone? I know you had your family, you had your girls, and you had your best friend. What was it like almost being alone, through the grieving process?
And it was scary.
Mm-hmm.
It was real scary. And then you start feeling like, well, don't nobody love me,
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time you sick, so you have to bear with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to just worry about me at the time, so I wouldn't break down from COVID and not think about that I'm sitting up here with COVID and pneumonia.
Yeah.
So I have to think about something else and be strong,
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a strong person. I feel like I fought the COVID and I won.
Yes, you did. You won. You
I
won
did.
that battle.
I won.
That's amazing. So many people are not able to say that they won that battle with COVID-19. What is it like to be able to say? What kind of joy does that bring to you to be able to say, I fought the battle and I won the battle?
Let me tell you what I do. I get in that truck and I scream so loud.
Yes.
I just thank God.
Thank you, Lord.
I get in that truck every day and I just holler loud.
Yes.
So I won't make those kids cry, because if I cry, they gonna cry.
Yeah.
So I get in my truck and I scream and I tell God, thank you.
Thank you, Lord. That's amazing. And so beautiful. Such a beautiful way to praise God, to scream out loud, so that you know that He hears you. Thank you, Lord. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today. Yes, thank you. I know that It's a hard thing to do, to open up and to tell your testimony, to share your story. I know that is a really difficult thing, and I am so proud of you
Thank you.
for being so strong to be able to do so. And that really says a lot about what kind of strong woman you are to be able to do so. And I thank you so much for joining me on this show today.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And so I'm going to go on with my show.
Okay.
Do you mind sitting with me?
I do.
You'll sit with me?
I will.
That's amazing. I'm so happy. We are going to get right into our topic. And so we have one topic today. And that topic is do we really need to talk about it? I was on the phone with one of my friends, Miss Sean, and he was telling me that he needed to have a conversation with his father about life in general and how the family was treating him and how he got along with his stepbrothers and sisters and his other siblings and all of that good stuff. And I said, I said to him, I said, how important is that to you? He said, it's really important. And he went on to explain as to why it was so important. He went on to talk about the caliber of people that his brothers were, his stepbrothers were, and how they weren't on his level, and how he was a little bit better than them. Yeah. And so I said, I explained to him how he needed to choose his battles. A lot of times, this is a good one. I used to tell a story about my life, my childhood, and it was when I said I used to tell a story, it was a lie. The story was a lie, and so I used to tell a story about how my mama put me out of her house because of my lifestyle, my homosexual lifestyle. I said my mama didn't like it, and she told me to get out. She said this wasn't the place for me. She didn't like that, and she wasn't gonna deal with that, and she said get out, and that was a lie. I told that lie for years. I told that lie I told that lie over and over and over and over again. But the true story was that my mama said, you live in my house, then you live by my rules, or you can get out. There was a choice. Yeah. I could do what my mama said. The person that birthed me went through labor, hours and hours of labor, and fed me and clothed me and did everything for me. I could have listened to what she had to say about the rules in her house, or I could leave. Of course I'm gonna leave. I'm grown. I'm 16. I'm grown. But one thing that I learned from telling that lie, and now being able to tell the truth about it, was that it wasn't necessary for me to do my own thing, and that's what I explained to my friend. He left to live a different life. He left his brothers and sisters, and one thing that he said to me was that now he has the time. It's on his schedule. Now he's thinking about it. Now he wants to be reunited with his family. But it has to be mutual. You left, you went away to live a different life, and they had to get used to life without you. And so they had to go on. They had to keep going. And so now when he texts his brothers, they send him short texts, or they don't respond until days later. And so that angers him. It upsets him. And one of the brothers called the dad and said, Dad, is he okay? Because he's texting me. That's a little strange, and then so that upset him too. But what we have to understand is that when we walk out of people's lives, when we say, I'm done with you, when we are not there, they had to change everything. My mom had to change the way she moved without her man in the house, without the person who took the trash out. Like you said, I didn't pass away. I left her. To do what I wanted to do, to live a life on my own, so we have to be so very careful with that, with when we want to go on about our lives, and there are other people in them, we have to be very careful to not expect people to be on our time. Just when we're ready to talk, when we're ready to communicate, we have to give them the time to be able to come back to us.
Right.
You know, and so that was very important to me. I wanted to talk about that today because it was really on my mind. I see my dad is watching. He said, "Amen." He don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, so it was a lot. One thing I don't do, I always say this. I say I'm not a liar. I do not lie. That's something new because I used to be a liar, and so now telling the truth is so healing. It's so refreshing to always be a light of truth as opposed to. I mean, it's so much easier.
Right.
Oh, just the weight that is lifted off of you from telling the truth, and being honest with people about your feelings and about what's going on with you. My mama said, "True that." She would love for me not to have told that lie. But the truth of the matter is, as at a young age, you just kind of do your own thing and you kind of go about the business of living as you would have it. What are some if you were, this was really good. I was at church yesterday. Shouts out to Pastor Stan and First Lady Monique. The pastor said something that was very interesting. It said, if it's not uncomfortable, then it won't change you. And he used his two sons. His two sons. One was eating food with a fork. He was eating food with the fork, and the other one was lifting a weight. A 20-pound weight, and they were both doing this repetitively. Right. The one with the fork was going, and after a couple of minutes, the one with the weights, he started to go a little slower, but that when you lift weights, that you gain muscle. When you're using the fork, ain't nothing coming. If it's not uncomfortable, then it won't change you. What does that mean to you?
That means to me that follow your strength.
Follow your strength. Wow, that's powerful. That's really, really powerful. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Miss Sean, you can't be out here showing me up now.
No, I'm not.
Follow your strength. That's amazing. Following your strength. That means to stop asking people to meet you where you are.
Right.
You have to be strong enough to encourage yourself to keep going, to keep doing the work, to keep. Oh wow! Follow your strength. Wow, that's amazing, Miss Sean. Wow. And if you want somebody to meet you where you are, and then they're not, a lot of times that means that you are probably on the lower level, and that you need to move up to where they are. So, like Miss Sean said, do that. Follow your strength. That is amazing. I really like that. I'm gonna tell the pastor that. He might be watching, but I'm gonna tell the pastor that and see what he say. Oh, the Bunky Dixon says that's interesting. Recognizing the world doesn't revolve around my schedule. The world doesn't. One thing that my dad used to tell me when I was little, he was always say that time is steady ticking. Right. That when something happens to you, that the world will continue to move. That someone will drive your car. Someone will wear your clothes. Someone will live in your house, and the world, the world will continue without you. Time is steady ticking, and the world does not revolve around any one person. There is not any one person that the world is just only focusing on them. Even though I know a lot of times it feels like that. It feels, especially when we experience pain and trauma, it feels like this is only happening to me. I'm the only person going through this.
Yeah.
But it's not so. It's not true. And we have to learn how to follow our strength
Yeah.
and be uncomfortable enough to change. Because if it's not uncomfortable, then there is no change.
And see, I felt like that when I lost my husband,
Mm-hmm.
and I just sat around in my old baggy shorts and big t-shirts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I did it for about maybe a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't fit none of the clothes no more. Didn't know what size I wear. I said, I'm finna go shopping.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna build myself up
Mm-hmm.
and do what I normally do. I'm a community person,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a lot of people that support me in whatever I do.
Yes.
So I had to get up and get myself back.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to. This is what I said. My husband ain't coming back,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't sit around and mope.
Mm-hmm.
He don't see me crying. He don't see me this.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want the girls to see me looking now dry. So I built myself up. I got my strength.
Mm-hmm.
I got my lungs back to working.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been pushing ever since.
One of the producers had said something. They said, "Don't let my death stop your progress."
Right.
You have to keep on going. You have to progress. You have to keep living for your girls, for yourself,
Right.
Because you're still here.
Yeah.
God bless you to be still here after battling COVID-19. So many lives lost during this pandemic, and you are still here. That's amazing, and that's a testimony and a story to tell. A beautiful one.
It is.
A beautiful one. What kind of beauty have you found in that besides yourself? Because you look good. Like I said, I had to change. I saw you getting out the car. I had on a t-shirt, bitch. I had on a black t-shirt. I was fly too. I had on my high key t-shirt. I just thought it was $40. That was a $40 t-shirt. I was like, oh, this is what I'm wearing on Monday. And I saw you looking that good. I said, Miss China. She not finna overstep me. What are some beautiful things that you have found in all of the trauma, all of the chaos, all of the pain? What are some beautiful things you found?
I'm gonna say this again.
Mm-hmm.
My strength.
Your strength.
My strength.
That's amazing.
Because the doctor kept telling me, my heart stopped.
Wow.
And the doctor kept asking me, you never had heart problems? I'm like, no. They put me on the heart monitor. You never had heart problems? I'm like, no. I'm started saying no. Where, I'm trying to see where he getting it. What you see in my heart? It's broken.
Yeah.
But other than that, I ain't never had no heart problems, nothing. And I had to get up and walk myself. I ain't stay in that bed. That bed that's crippled. Yeah. You have to have strength.
Yes.
And believe in God.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
If not, you'll lose yourself.
You're facing God. What are the and what are some of the I know you cry out to him and you tell him thank you. Do you attend church regularly before COVID? No? Okay. So your personal relationship with God is strong enough to sustain you. That's amazing. That's beautiful. A lot of times when I talk to pastors and stuff, and they like, you got to be around like-minded people, and you got to come to the church, and you need to pay your tithes. Yeah. I'll be looking at the pastor. Yeah. So, I mean, your personal relationship with God should be strong enough to withstand anything that you go through. That's really, really powerful. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. Well, y'all, oh my goodness. There's a comment. I'm sorry. It says that I know your shining spirit will pull you through, even though it's hard to see through the darkness. Try to remember you'll come into the light a stronger person. Do you feel stronger?
I do.
I know that once you a while ago you said earlier you said I said a while ago. I'm so country, y'all. Earlier you said that you feel like a breath of fresh air is through, like your body feels clean, like it feels like brand new.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Feels brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you said you lost over 100 pounds, and you had to get a whole new wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Because you already have to start a new life, paying bills, doing things, taking the trash out, everything. And now you look like a new person. Oh my goodness. Now you look like a new person.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm talking about I feel great. Yeah.
You feel great?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I am so happy to hear you say that through all of everything that you've been through, everything that you're still going through, the grieving process, that you feel good. And you look even better. I'm because we never look like what we've been through.
Right.
Now there's some people that do. I ain't gonna say no names. There's some people that look like what they've been through, but you don't. You don't look like you battled COVID. You don't look like you lost your best friend. You don't look like what you've been through. You look amazing, and that's a testimony as well. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, my producer, I heard some music. Oh, yeah, I thought I heard some music. Y'all know what that sound means? That sound means that it's almost time to go. And so that means it's what time. And so what time on Worst Day of the Week is where I take the funny or thought-provoking or the negative or the not so negative, all of those things that we see on Facebook, things that we see on Twitter, things that we see on Instagram, Snapchat, all of those things. And I take them and I read them aloud on the show, and we kind of, talk about them a little bit. Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm not a crier, and so many times today I found myself, trying to bug my eyes to stop a tear from falling, and so because I'm not a crier, you don't want to see me cry. It's ugly, and so I'm having trouble seeing now. I might need my glasses, producer. I don't know, but we're gonna go on with the show. And so this is what time, y'all. Like I said again, that's where I take those thought-provoking, funny, not so funny things that I find on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all of that, and I read them aloud on the show. Martha said, this is the officer. Officer, is that marijuana I smell? Me. No, sir, I am musty. That's definitely me if I get pulled over. Officer, I'm just musty. It's just a little fun. Don't feel guilty when you stop giving people chances to disappoint you. Wow, that's a powerful one there. A lot of times, we give people chance after chance after chance to keep on disappointing us. And so when we let them go, we feel like, oh, I need my cousin, or I need my brother, or I need, stop giving people chances to disappoint you, and your life will be better. The internet gave y'all respect that the streets never would have. I don't know who this person was talking about. This sounded personal. I'm laid back, but don't play with me because I will lean up so fast. I thought that was a good one because I'm a laid back person. And I thought that was really funny. That was super funny. Tomorrow is not promised. Use your PTO and bereavement today. Right. No. One thing to always remember about real: you have real messy, real broke, real ugly, real jealous. So when they claim that they real, ask them which real they are. That's good because you got some real fake, some real line. Yeah, it's a bunch of reels. You need to figure out which reel they are because you just don't be taking their word up on it and they talking about they real. Rent $1,200 a month. You crazy if you think that only one person is spending the night at her house. You gave her $300. Rent $1,200 a month. You is not the only person spending the night. Trust me. Believe that. Stop venting to people who are glad that you have problems. Wow. That's really powerful. It was so powerful that, I think that when we're venting to people, because a lot of, like you said, you use a social media as an outlet to get things off your chest. And a lot of times people use social media to vent and to tell their problems. But there are people watching who are glad that you're going through what you're going through, who are happy that all of these negative things are coming your way, and they get a chance to see that, and it makes them feel good. And I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to read that what the what because I was glad that an ex-friend was going through some things that they were going through. I was tickled pink and I was ecstatic. She was hurting and I was, the joy that I felt from the pain that she was going through and continues to go through. And I had to step back and say, Andre, Denard, you that's not right. You shouldn't be that damn happy. Just a little happy, but not that to that extent. And so it's important that we are careful and cautious about what we share with other people, because we could share something and I said this before, that your story is not for every ear. Your story will be to help somebody, will be to encourage somebody. It won't be for laughs. It won't be for fun and games and jokes. And then I realized that when I was talking to some friends and I told the joke and nobody laughed. And then so I normally, when people don't laugh at my jokes, I normally say nothing. But they didn't laugh. And I said, y'all didn't think that was funny? And they said, well, we thought you were serious. The joke was that I was getting a tattoo. And I said, man, my mama didn't love me because my knee's so black. So every time I fell, she said, it's okay. He all right. That was the joke. And so I thought that was hilarious. And they didn't laugh. And then so they said, when I asked why they didn't laugh, and they said, well, we thought you were serious. It's like, my mama loved me. So we have to be careful about the things that we say. The tongue is so powerful. We have to be careful about what we say and in our stories and in our problems and the things that we vent about. We have to be also careful so that we're telling them and we're giving that stuff to the right people, because testimonies and stories are powerful. They're healing. They help people. They mend relationships. They do amazing things. So if your story is not doing that, if your story is not helping, you're telling the wrong person. So be careful when venting to people, so that you're careful not to tell it to people who are glad that you're going through what you're going through. Question for the ladies and men. Do you think that it's worse for your significant other to cheat physically, meaning sex, or mentally and spiritually with someone? What do you think? If your spouse was to cheat on you, which one is worse? Is it the physical or the mental?
I think it's the mental.
Yeah, the mental and the spiritual for me too. I don't know why. I can get over you effing such and such. I don't give a care about that. Yeah. But because you sat on her couch and talked to her, because you text her, you gave her your thoughts, you gave her your mind, you gave her more time, because time is not promised, and so you took my time away from me. And then the other worst one before physical cheating is financially cheating. Don't take nobody on no date. Don't pay no bills. Don't take no money out of my house, or we're gonna have a problem. Money belong in my house. Woo!
Don't buy no cigarette.
I had to nothing. You better not buy her no single cigarette. Nothing. I mean, nothing. You can't even go to her house because that's my damn gas in the car. All of that. Thank you, Miss Chad. I'm so glad you understand. I needed somebody who understands. Have faith in the Pfizer vaccine. Don't forget, they make Viagra. If they can raise the dead, they can save the living. Oh Oh goodness. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I got some good what the what. I was going through my what the what's because it's in my screenshots, y'all. I screenshot it when I see it, and I just saw some messy screenshots that I had. I had to hurry up and get away from them. I got a whole bunch of them. This is the good one. Ghost everyone and focus. Ghost everyone. When you ghost somebody, that means to disappear. It means that you need some time to yourself. It means that you need to spend some time alone or talking to the Lord.
Mhm.
It means that something in your life needs to change when you need to ghost somebody. And so ghost everyone. I remember one of my very best friends, Shakoya, shouts out to Shakoya. She said to me, she said, Andre, you need to get it together. She said, go away. I'm going to miss you, but just take you some time and do what you need to do. And ain't nobody going to be worried about you like that. You know, they ain't going to think you acting funny. Just go handle your business. Right. You know, and so I ghosted everyone for like 3 days. Yeah. I couldn't be without them that long. And so, but you know, sometimes you just need to ghost everybody and focus. You need to sit down. You need to journal. You need to write. You need to focus on your business. You need to focus on the word of God. You need to focus on so many things. So make sure that you ghosting people. You need to learn how to ghost people. Yesterday, I ghosted everybody. I let my phone go dead. I took myself to the nail shop. I got a manicure and a pedicure. I did the thing yesterday. I went to Papa Do's. I had me 3 crab cakes. I had me a Grand Hennessy. And then I had me some blackened catfish with a baked potato and a salad. Oh, Jesus. I'm just getting hungry thinking about my mouth is watering. But, you know, sometimes you just need to ghost everything so that you can focus and get you together. The people that you don't think are watching you are watching your every move. A lot of times people think that nobody's paying attention. And they paying so much attention that they can't even concentrate on themselves. Right. They paying so much attention to you. Be careful, y'all. Be careful. People are paying attention. The Lord will put you in a position where you won't have to beg, borrow, or struggle. In Jesus' mighty name. Y'all, that is all of my what for today. I got one last what. This is from Bryce Rogers. Bryce says that, what's Biden's plan on lowering oxtail prices? And I am with that. I need to talk to Joe Biden about that because I need to know. Because I eat oxtails a lot. I love me some oxtails, Miss Shane. I heard you a good cook. I am. You are a good cook. I'm going to have to come over and eat with you one Sunday. Welcome. I'm coming.
And I do cook every Sunday.
You cook every Sunday? Sunday. You said I was welcome. Now, when I show up this Sunday, don't be looking at me like, what you doing here? Amen. I'm ready. I'm going to bring my appetite.
I'll bring it.
I'm a big boy.
And I don't know how to cook small.
Ooh, thank you.
I come from a family of 9.
A family of 9?
And I'm the 4th.
Wow.
And it's 5 under me. So I was like the mama to the 5 under me.
Yeah. So you had to cook big portions.
I didn't get to go outside and play.
Oh wow!
I'm cutting up whole chickens.
I don't know how to cook in small portions either. When I cook, I cook, and it's always so much. And then one of my my favorite cousins, Vaughn, he comes over all the time, and then there's leftovers in the refrigerator, and he's like, "Can I eat those leftovers?" And I'm like, "No, I'm saving." He's like, "You don't even eat leftovers." You know, he's like, "You won't give me food that's gonna go bad in 3-4 days." I'm like, "Listen, I just like to look at my Tupperware." In my refrigerator. Y'all, this is the worst day of the week. I am your host, Denard Andre. Thank you. I am here for you each and every Monday, live at 7 o'clock, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. We got some really, really awesome things coming up. I want to thank my special guest, Sean, for joining me on the couch today on the Worst Day of the Week couch. Remember that Worst Day of the Week does not mean what it say. Worst Day of the Week is just a play on words. Worst Day of the Week is Monday. Everybody knows that Monday is the worst day of the week. So this show is every Monday. Live at 7 o'clock. Please like and share our video. And then I will see y'all ass next week. Bye.
Worst day of the week. Bye. It's gonna be a good day. Even on my worst day, nothing makes me smile. the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the worst day of the worst day of the
Worst day of the week.